Hi folks, Total Sales Solutions in Jackson, Mississippi, where we sell trucks, sell lots of trucks. Today we're going to list a truck that is really desirable on the secondary market. They're hard to find a nice one, and that's a King Ranch truck. The Ford King Ranch is so popular and so expensive new that normally if you find one on the secondary market, it's either stupidly priced or it's just ragged out. Today we're going to list a really nice truck that we think's a value. It's a bargain. Whoever gets it is going to get a really nice truck. So if you've been out and looked at a King Ranch and they were just absolutely, well, you know how much they cost new. You have an opportunity today to buy you a really nice one, as I say, that's going to be a value. It's a 2006 Ford F250 King Ranch, turbo diesel, four-wheel drive. Got every spec of equipment that we can think of on it. Sitting on a matching set of Nitto tires. Got a bed cover, which we like a lot. Most people do. If you don't, you can take it off, but it's a very expensive piece of equipment. It's a nice truck. We don't find any paintwork or anything on it. Don't see any issues. Come on, we'll show it to you. It's a local truck, southern truck. No rust issues or any of that kind of thing. The glass is perfect. You can see down the side, it's not chipped or beat up. Beautiful color.
It does have a leveling kit to get the stance just right. Got some aftermarket wheels. Got the big 20-inch Nitto 35s on it.
This truck, folks, only has 204,000 miles on it, but you don't have to worry about it. It's been deleted. That's really good miles for this year model truck, but look how nice and clean it is. No chips, pecks, and all that.
Well, just look, I can video you through the reflection in the paint. I mean, it's super nice. Heated leather seats, got the key, got the remote. We didn't insert them or anything. It's just that nice. The headliner's good. Carpet is nice. Steering wheel's not ripped or torn up top. Power pedals. It's got just about everything. Automatic dimming rear view mirror. Cab corners are perfect. No.
Look inside. There's
no rust,
dirt, mud, all that.
Hadn't been out mud bogging.
Look at the back seat, how clean it is. The carpet, you can get a better view of the headliner. That's perfect. See all the wood grain trim, how nice it is. Look at these kick panels. They're not beat and chewed up, which has to do with the kind of usage that it's had. See back here,
the bed line is straight up front. Nobody's rammed a four-wheeler into it.
Look how clean this is under here.
Spare tire's good.
No rust, no corrosion back under there. A great stance. It's got this tonneau cover, which is really handy if you hunt and fish the way we do so much to carry things in the store.
The wheels, the paint's not chipped up, so it obviously ain't been slinging rocks in the mud or on gravel roads.
It's all factory.
Yeah, we obviously didn't clean it.
It's got the rails in it, which you may or may not ever use, but if you do need them, that's a really expensive item to put in there. We've got the tailgate down, show you that it's perfect. It's not beat up, been rammed into anything.
Parking sensors, receiver hitch.
Spares under it like it should be. That may be the factory spare, son. Look down the side over here, FX4 four-wheel drive off-road. You can see not a bump on it. Now I'm sure somebody can say, he said not a bump. Look, but yeah.
Well, hold on. There's, I don't know if you can see it. That's
but look under here how clean it is. And we can't clean one up like this, folks. This is the way we got it. This was someone's daily driver. They took care of it. See back here. It's King Ranch. The leather is very nice.
Got these trays you can flip open on both sides if you want to put something on the flat floor.
It's little things that show you a lot about a truck the way it's taken care of. See, the LED lights are on. Once again, over here, power on both sides. I don't see any cracks in the dash or any of that. Do you, son?
No.
Carpets are just perfect, folks. In here you've got your manual. It's not dirty and nasty. And
got the spare tire key to go with it.
It's just a really nice, hard to find King wrench.
These are LED lights. Somebody's put smoke covers on them.
Once again, up in here. As I said earlier, you can see the chrome's not chipped and beat and flaking. If you've gone out and shopped for one of these, you know what they cost new. If you've seen one on a new car dealer's lot, you know what they'll ask you for one. Watch this one, folks, because I promise you it'll be $5,000 cheaper than you can find one on any dealer's lot. It's a 2006 Ford F250 turbo diesel King Ranch FX4 package, 4-wheel drive, leather and everything just the way it ought to be, sitting on a good matching set of Nitto tires. The spares under it, has the bed cover. This is just a jam-up truck that someone's going to like and really get a good buy on. Thanks very much for watching our video. We do appreciate it. Look forward to visiting with you about this King Ranch. Seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Thank you.
Hi folks, Dan Dale here. You've been listening to my dad talk about this truck. Now I'm going to take you on a test drive. Before I do, just want to show you a few things under the hood. First of all, we don't clean under hoods. This is just how it came in. So it's a little dusty, a little dirty, but there's no signs of oil leaks or anything serious. You can see in the overflow tank, nice, fresh. You got the right orange antifreeze in it. Looks good. Not milky or foggy or anything. You can tell this truck has spent very little, if any, time in the mud because there's no brown patina on any of these bare aluminum parts. But the main thing I want to show you is this truck is fully warmed up. I can take the cap off, not even a little wisp of smoke. Although smoke's not a big deal as long as it's not puffing. The main thing is you can see, set the cap down, doesn't blow off. That means there's no blow-by. Blow-by is engine compression getting past the piston rings and into the crankcase. Not necessarily the sign of a bad engine, but it's a sign of wear that this truck doesn't have. So anyway, just want to show you that stuff. Now we're going to hop in and take it for a spin. Folks, Dan Dale here. Once again, we're inside the truck. I'm going to take you for a little spin. Not really a whole lot to nitpick on this thing. Like I said, it's a local southern truck. It's got 6-disc CD changer, auto climate, tow command, trailer brake controller, upfitter switches, got steering wheel controls, automatic headlights, power pedals. I mean, I think it's got just about everything. And even the sliding rear window works, which, believe it or not, is somewhat unusual. They always get gummed up and stuck, but this one works. So it's got the heated power mirrors. You can pull them out when you're towing or push them back in when you're not. Seats are in great shape, no rips or tears. Really the only wear is just a little discoloration on this wheel. Just, I mean, we could dye it if you want us to, but not a big deal. There are two little rock picks that I see kind of at the bottom of the windshield, but there's no cracks or anything. The oil change is fairly recent, only about 500 miles due on it, but we encourage everybody, we check the oil and all the fluids, but we encourage everybody when you get them home, do a full service, you know, oil, fuel filter, air filter, all that, just so you know when it was last done and can kind of start a service history on it. This truck has been deleted, so the EGR cooler has been removed, so you don't have to worry about that. That is the failure point and the cause of so many people that cry about 6.0s is the EGR cooler, because when they go out, if you're not on top of it, they start leaking water into the motor basically, and if you don't fix it soon enough and you keep driving it, eventually they'll leak so bad that, you know, water doesn't compress, so you stretch the head bolts and blow the head gaskets, which is why everybody says, oh, they got to be studded, they got to be bulletproof. Well, no, they don't, as long as you've deleted the EGR cooler, because that removes the cause of head gasket failures and stretched head bolts. That is like 90% of the reason for head gasket failures. The other 10% is people put tuners on them and crank up the power sky high and over pressurize everything and then blow the head gaskets. But I mean, that's just common sense. Don't go over 100 extra horsepower on the tune. But honestly, I mean, these have 325 stock. It's plenty. But, you know, a little 50 horse tow tune won't hurt either if you want to. But you'll have to excuse my shaky camera work. I'm filming with one hand and driving with the other. But this truck fires right up, hot or cold. Doesn't run rough, cold, or smoke or anything. And, you know, whether you buy from us or whomever, you always want to hear a Power Stroke diesel crank cold, because if it's got injector issues or FICM issues or any of that, it may run perfect warmed up, but if it's got those problems, you won't know it unless you hear it run cold. And, you know, lots of times that's what shady people do. They'll deliver it to a customer already warmed up, and then the customer drives it home. Then the next day they crank it and runs like a three-legged dog for about a few minutes till it warms up, and then they realize, oh, I've got problems. Well, this one doesn't do any of that. Runs great, hot or cold, so no issues there. Doesn't pull to the left or right. Doesn't vibrate or pull when you hit the brakes. I would not be afraid of hopping in this truck and driving absolutely anywhere. It had one tiny oil leak on one of the, I think it was the turbo feed line, but we fixed it, so no oil leaks to worry about. Haven't found anything on this truck that doesn't work just like it should. I mean, you can tell this truck's obviously been well maintained. I mean, it's got fifth wheel rails, but it's got a bed cover on it, so obviously they probably used it very little, if any, for actually pulling something. Like I said, the air, of course, is ice cold. That's the first thing we check down here in Mississippi, is ice cold air. Let's see, power mirror works, that one works, wipers work. I mean, really don't know of anything to nitpick on this truck. And you can't tell it in the video, but when you hit the throttle, it goes. There's no lag. A lot of times you get 6.0s, they have variable vane turbos that lets you get good power taken off, but still maximize your top end horsepower. They have vanes that move back and forth to control that, and over time they're prone to get stuck. And then what happens is you hit the throttle and you got turbo lag. You got to sit there a few seconds while it spools up, and then it takes off. But this one takes off as soon as you hit it, it goes. So nothing to worry about there. If you want to fly into Jackson, Mississippi International Airport, we'll be glad to pick you up at no extra charge during our regular business hours. We'll bring you back here, do all the paperwork, feedback, and everything, and let you hit the road. Or if you're like most of our customers who are from the Northeast or the Midwest, and you're buying from us because we got rust-free trucks and we've got good prices, don't let the idea of shipping scare you off. That's the main reason we do these videos, is so you can see for yourself the truck actually going down the road and acting right. Not to mention, don't let the prices you see for shipping scare you off, because most of these guys you find online aren't actual shippers. They're just brokers, and they'll charge you hundreds of dollars up front, and they call it a deposit, but what it really is their broker's fee for finding somebody else to actually ship the vehicle to you. And they all use this website called Central Dispatch to actually find the shippers. Well, we're on Central Dispatch. It's not open to the public. It costs a couple grand a year to be on it, but we're on it. So basically, it's so we can get our customers wholesale rates on shipping. We don't charge a markup or a fee or anything, unless you're not our customer, and we'll do it for $50 and you'll still get a great deal on shipping. But we'd rather you be our customer, and we do it as a free service. So if you're interested, shoot me a text with your zip code to 601-376-9869, and I will be glad to get you a ballpark figure on shipping. And if you're anywhere near Dallas, Houston, Atlanta, or pretty much anywhere in the state of Florida, then I can get you a real good deal on shipping. So like I said, if you're interested, let me know, and I will be glad to get you a good quote on shipping. Basically, the way it works is you pay us for the truck. You don't include the shipping. You just pay us for the price of the truck, either FedEx a cashier's check or do a bank wire. And as soon as we get it, we'll go ahead and send you the title and stuff, and we'll post it for shipping. Now, we aren't the shipper. We're just helping make the arrangements for shipping. So we don't have any control over when it ships, but usually it's 3 to 5 days, unless you're, way off or off the beaten path or whatever. Although we've had them picked up the same day before. But anyway, as soon as we get paid, we post it for shipment. We make all the arrangements, and when they drop off the truck, you just hand the truck driver, the driver of the truck that hauls this one to you, just hand him cash for the shipping. So smooth, simple deal. We've done it hundreds and hundreds of times. The other thing I forgot to mention, mainly because we're probably going to do it tomorrow, is change some cab bushings. That's just something that kind of goes out on these trucks after a certain amount of time, but we're going to go ahead and do that so you won't have any clunks or bangs or thunks. The front end is tight, so you don't have to worry about that, but we're gonna go ahead and do some cab bushings on it. I think that's pretty much going to be it. If you have any questions, give me a call, 601-376-9869. If I don't answer, don't leave me a voicemail. Hang up. Shoot me a text. If I don't answer the phone, I don't always answer the phone first thing in the morning or late in the afternoon. Late in the evening, but I'll pretty much always answer a text, so if I'm awake. So if I don't answer the phone, text me. If you have any questions about the truck, about shipping, about 6.0s in general. And the biggest thing is, you just got to keep them serviced. Change the oil every 5,000 miles. Change the fuel filters every other oil change. And use Motorcraft filters, because Ford won't release the patent on their filter design, so even the best aftermarket filters don't actually filter. So that's the other problem. People treated them like 7.3s and just kept the oil topped off. And, you can't do that. You got to keep them serviced. But anyway, one last thing before I go, just want to show you the dash, because, it's easy to hook your scan tool up and kill an engine light, take a picture and say, oh, look, no lights on. But if there's a problem and you haven't fixed it, then as soon as you go to driving, that light's going to come right back on. But you can see we've been driving about 10 minutes now. No lights, no engine lights, ABS, airbag, any of that crap. So you can see for yourself there are no lights lit. Beyond that, if you have any questions, give me a call, 601-376-9869. Appreciate you watching the video and listening to everything we've had to say. Look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Thank you.